What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. A great day. Yep, you read that title correctly. We are doing something so crazy. I didn't see this one coming, but honestly, our track pack is just so close to getting here. Our 2020 GT500 carbon fiber track package, the double golden ticket Mustang. So with that in mind, I do have to let go of some vehicles in order to get that car. So what you see behind me are our two GT500s. One's a Super Snake, a 2014 GT500 Super Snake with a Signature Edition series package on it. And over here we have a base model with a handling package, basically a maxed out base model GT500 minus the track package, right, with the carbon wheels and stuff like that. So first of which, come back here, guys. Let me show you again our 2020 500 before we say goodbye to it, right? I really don't want to sell. I feel so attached to it. I really do. We got this car on Black Friday. Think about that. How can you have a better Black Friday than that? You go to the Ford dealership, pick up your all black on black 2020 GT500 on Black Friday. What's so crazy to think about is that this was the first delivered 2020 GT500 that we know of that's documented anywhere online. So think about that. We flew all the way out to Michigan back in November of 2019, picked up this car. Not just that, within the next 2 days, we went to a drag strip once it was completely broken in, right? Everything was prepped for the drag strip. We got to the drag strip and ran a 10.6 quarter mile, the current world record for a stock GT500. No one's beat that yet. It's been how long? I can't believe that. You know that we set the quarter mile record with a 100% stock GT500, that being the Pilot Sport 4S tires front and back. And I literally drove that car off the showroom. I didn't even go home yet. And then I'm at the drag strip running a 10.6 quarter mile at I think 133 miles an hour. So this car, it does have some really special heritage to it. So as a result of that, if you look up anywhere online, you'll see this car. I believe it's the most popular 2020 GT500 there is. Speaking of that, Car and Driver wrote up an entire article of the most popular automotive news stories of 2019, and our quarter mile time was one of them. That being, I think, number 5 out of 10, right behind the C8 Corvette reveal. This car is famous, I think. Nonetheless, I don't want to see it go. I think this is one of the best colors for a GT500. It is. Look, that thing looks sinister, right? Everything just flows together so nicely. The hood vents, also the wickers, the wing, the wheels, everything about it. I think it perfectly resembles how mean a GT500 truly is. So here's the deal. Our carbon fiber track package gets built in about 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now, our other 2020 gets built. So with that in mind, I'm not gonna have 2 of them because financially I can't do that. As you guys know, it's kind of hard to have 2 2020s, right? So in order for me to get the new track pack, I have to sell this car, which the good news is this: it allows us to try to sell this car to a viewer like one of you, to a Shelby enthusiast that views the channel. So if you are interested, make sure to reach out to thespeedphenom@gmail.com. I really do want to find this car the perfect home with that in mind. If you're wondering about the options again, completely maxed out base model GT500 with the handling package, which is what you need for the track, adds extra downforce front and rear. It feels really fun, so playful on the racetrack. I can't get over it, man. This car, it's so cool. Also, we do have the blind spot monitoring system and the B&O sound system with the carbon fiber dash and the Recaro seats. A really cool feature of these Recaro seats, which is one of the reasons why I think you should always opt for them on the GT500, is that if you look this way, the white outline resembles a cobra. Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? That's detail right there. Here we go, start up in the 2020 GT500. Wow. Heads-up display is a really cool touch. Let's go into track mode. Pop in the hood. As you guys know, we have these really cool hood pins. We've got the massive vent in the middle, and when you drive this car in the street, always put back in the rain tray, because if it starts raining or if you go to wash your car, it protects all the water from going into the engine bay, right? So pop in the second latch, lifting this thing up. First ever Mustang with an automatic hood strut, but there it is, the heart of the beast, the Predator 5.2 liter cross-plane crank V8 that produces 760 horsepower. I mean, on the track, the best part about it is that the power is always there lap after lap. The cooling with this car, it's like, I don't know how it does it. And behind us, we have my most favorite car out of the collection, the Super Snake. This car is what started it all. I mean, this is the very last of the manual GT500s. Think of that. This car is raw. In my opinion, this car closest resembles to what a Mustang is. No independent rear suspension, nothing like that, but I do have Watts Link that came with the Shelby American upgrades. Moving this way though, this is a signature edition Super Snake. And you may be wondering, why am I selling this? Well, I feel like I don't drive this car that much. It looks so good to me. It's a really good collector's piece, right? This is number 9 out of 50 total made. This car is completely one-off. It doesn't just have the signature edition package, it also has 1,000 horsepower. It's got the whole shot upgrade. Plus, it's got an aluminum drive shaft because once you put 1,000 horsepower in a GT500, you've got to change the drive shaft because the carbon fiber setup can't withstand that much horsepower. Overall, the signature edition version commemorates the end of the 2014 and 2013. Overall, the S197 GT500s. So in order to give a good send-off, Shelby designed the signature edition series to finish off the last of the 2014 GT500s. This is the very last GT500 Super Snake series they made, and it's the most rare. I personally just don't drive this car that much anymore because it is so special, it is so rare, and it is so expensive. Overall out the door, this car is $150,000 through Shelby American. $82,000 worth of packages were put into this car, that being the whole shot, which adds 1,000 horsepower, the anti-hop upgrades, the carbon fiber accessories, all throughout. The Watts Link suspension, the aluminum drive shaft, the super twin clutch, it all just keeps adding up. Since we are going to the track so much, especially with our carbon track pack GT500, it's really expensive. I'll be honest with you guys. The last track day I went to with the C8, I paid $1,800 for new cup tubes for it, and then I paid $1,100 for new brake pads. And already I feel like the brake pads are going back down again, diminishing a lot. So it's the track cars, it is expensive. And by selling this car, finding it a new home, that being maybe a Mustang collector, then I can really focus all my efforts on traveling across the country maybe and tracking both the C8 Corvette and the Track Pack GT500. I really do want to keep doing this because I feel like tracking is improving me as a driver, and it's showing a different perspective than what we're used to, right? Because we really don't usually see these kind of cars on the racetrack. I want to actually test out these vehicles and give you 100% of what it's like. Picture this, imagine tracking your number 9 out of 50 GT500 signature edition Super Snake. It also has Carroll Shelby's signature right there on the dash. You know what I'm trying to say? It's so good, it's such a good vehicle. It's like tracking a Ferrari or maybe a high-spec Lamborghini. Would you really want to do that? Would you really want to risk it? Personally, it's to the point now where this car is so special to me that I want someone to appreciate it for what it is. In all reality, this was the very last Shelby, well, Ford Shelby vehicle that Carroll Shelby ever worked on. He worked on the S197 2013 and 14 GT500s before he passed away. He never had the chance to work on the 2020. So again, this is another thing that's really special about this vehicle right here. It is a true Shelby. This car gives you the raw muscle car vibe. I mean, the second you turn it on, which I have the key right here, if you guys can see that, it says SVT on it. First of which, let's put it in neutral and then come this way. I love the sound of this manual gear shifter, but we're neutral now. It says the top speed is 220 miles an hour. It's just so loud in here right now, actually. Right now, the seats vibrate, the entire car is shaking left and right. That's amazing. I don't want to see this car go. Again, I think it's my favorite one that we have. And in order for me to get the track package, and in order for me to track that car and keep tracking the C8 Corvette, which I feel really enthused about, I'm just going to have to free up a lot of resources in order to pursue that route. And you know what, let's rewind a bit. You know, I mentioned that is the most famous GT500, well, 2020 GT500 there is. This is the most famous 2014 GT500 Super Snake. Our most popular video on our channel was with this car, with my sister reacting to it. I got 2 million views. One video got that many views with this car. Can you believe that? Honestly, this car has been all over the internet, and Shelby's been involved with it. Also, so many Super Snake owners have reached out to me and also met me in person, telling me how much they enjoy the content because it's sharing this car with people across the world, and they get to learn so much about it. You know, speaking of that, let me pop the hood. You may not know this, but this is proof that this is a real Super Snake right here. We have our chassis number, which is CS14 SSSE 0009. That is just so cool looking at it. You see what I mean? You go in the garage and you see this and you're like, do I really want to track that? Do I really want to do anything crazy with it? I don't know. I feel like this car truly belongs in a collection. And since I am tracking, this is much more of a drag-focused vehicle, I think, with all the horsepower. If you did buy this to drag race it, I'd be very curious to see what it does, because 860 wheel horsepower, right, 1040 crank horsepower, with this setup on 91 octane, I can't imagine how fast it would be in the quarter mile. So if you are interested in drag racing and getting this, then that could be an option. And as a bonus, I'm going to throw in a set of ID 1300 injectors for this car if you did want to get it and increase the horsepower. I think it would be pretty cool. One unique way to tell this is a whole shot GT500 Super Snake is that, as you can see, the valve covers themselves are exposed carbon fiber, which is an option only available to this spec. Then coming down this way, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says Phenom Force right down there on the header. It's completely unique and one-off. You see what I'm trying to say? Everything is so bespoke with this car. It's so unique. The fuse box, carbon fiber everywhere, the windshield cowl up here. Even over here it says Super Snake on the supercharger itself, which is a 3.6 liter Kenny Bell. I think the polished aluminum really fits the car. So overall, yes, I'm selling these 2 cars. I don't want to, but it's something that has to be done in order for us to continue tracking at tracks across the country, and also to get the carbon fiber track package double golden ticket GT500, which is out the door. I'm gonna pay around $115,000 because the MSRP is $105,600. It's $105,000 or $106,000, and then after that, counting in California tax, we're gonna be at right around maybe $112,000, $113,000. I'm not exactly sure, but it's gonna be pretty expensive. Think about that. A $110,000+ Ford Mustang that is 100% MSRP wise. If you do want to buy number 9 GT500 Signature Edition Super Snake with 1,000 horsepower, or our 2020 Shelby GT500, again, reach out to thespeedphenom@gmail.com, and also check out our website at www.phenomautos.com. I'll be posting tons of photos and more information about both cars, and when you do buy either one, you are going to get all the ownership documents that come with the Super Snake and the GT500. Also, speaking of this car right here, I have not redeemed my Track Attack experience yet. When you buy a new 2020 Shelby, Ford actually invites you to come out to their Ford Performance Racing School to learn how to drive your car fast at the drag strip and racetrack for an entire day. That being with their own supplied GT500s or GT350s. So with that being said, I did not redeem my experience because I'm getting a second car, so you will have the chance to enjoy it. And then for the Super Snake, it was around $150,000. So whoever gives me the best offer gets the Super Snake, and also same goes for the GT500. And also, no, we are not straying away from Shelby content. I'm still a hardcore Shelby enthusiast for getting the ultimate 2020, the double golden ticket with painted stripes. And I hope you guys understand why I got to sell these 2 cars in order to get that car and start tracking it, because it's gonna be very expensive. And plus, I do want to go grand with what we're doing, right? And both these 2 cars are very famous in their own ways. And I do want to try to achieve the same thing with our track pack. Lastly, consider this: we still have our Shelby GT350R. So we're still gonna have 2 Shelbys. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, really help me out, and subscribe for much more great Shelby videos coming your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.